Aloha YouTube, what is up? Untied Hawaii here, coming at you with another sneaker mystery box episode today, guys. This mystery box is going to be $1,275 from Sole Supremacy, so you guys know it is going to be a banger of a box. Sole Supremacy is the originator of the beater box, so they definitely know how to create a very profitable box, and that's what we're going to be trying to do today and make a lot of profit on this. Hopefully it's a good one, man. We've been having a pretty decent streak of winners on boxes. I don't think I've hit any negative price boxes in a couple months now, which is really good, and that's why I keep going back there. So let's open this one up, and as a quick reminder, if you guys do want to buy any of the shoes in this box, please head over to untiedhawaii.com. They will be listed on the website over there. Okay, and so for this box, it looks like we don't have any shoes without boxes in here. You guys can see that. And it also seems like there's a lot of big size shoes in here. So we'll start off with this one. This is a LeBron 17 box, LeBron 17. And this one is a size 12. I don't know what a 17 looks like for LeBron. Oh, actually I do. I do know this model. I'm not sure of the specific colorway, but this one looks to be in used condition, but not in really bad condition. This is actually pretty nice for a used shoe. You guys can't see it up close. Nothing is wrong on the uppers, which is really nice, and because it's so dark and because of this knit, it'd be very hard to tell if there was any kind of super bad wear anyway. That one will be on the web store. Again, check it out at untiedhawaii.com. See, and this is the biggest orange Nike box I've ever seen. I've never seen one this huge, dude. Size 13. Oh, and that's why it's an Air Griffey Max 1. That's not a shoe you see very often. Whew. And dude, what's crazy is this is actually a shoe that I remember getting in my first beater box ever. Back in 2016, this was one of the shoes in there. I think this is a re-release, but the one that I got was the OG Max Griffey. What year? Can I see what year this is from? 2020, so I guess they just made these again last year. But yeah, I do remember having this in one of the first beater boxes ever. I think back then we were doing $300, $400 boxes. Now we're doing $1,000 boxes, $2,000, $3,000, even $5,000 boxes. So we've come a long way. But this shoe, I vividly remember was in that first box. So this one is very nostalgic for me. Still not something that I would wear personally. It is very chunky of a shoe, but this one was made after Ken Griffey Jr., so that's why it has that 24 on the side. You can see the bottom, there's also a flaming baseball, I guess, over here. But I don't see any markings or any scuffs on here, so that's good. Very niche market shoe, but I'm sure this one would sell. I think we sold that Air Griffey one surprisingly quick from that first box as well. I was really surprised because I didn't think anybody would buy these. Oh, dude, and we actually do have a shoe without a box in here. So this one was hiding in the corner. And this is very strange because it's a pair of Jordan 1 Paulins, a shoe that just came out literally last month. And there's already a missing box and they're already in a beater box, which is crazy. Size 7, so it is a smaller size. Actually, you know what? This might be laced up, but still dead stock. That's kind of nuts. Or if it was worn, it was tried on maybe one time, but you gotta look at this under the camera. It definitely looks like it might be brand new. And this is what I'm talking about. I mean, it is a 1-month-old shoe, so it's not very old at all, but check this thing out. No toe box creasing over the top. There's a little slight crease over here, but sometimes it's just manufacturer wear, so that's not too bad. Also on the bottoms, that's where we gotta look, right? I don't see any crazy dirt on here at all. And also one last thing that I check for on these shoes is if there's sock lint. And I don't see any sock lint in here either. So I'm assuming these are probably brand new. They were just laced up and tried on, if anything. But you can still list tried on shoes as brand new. So that's not a bad shoe right here. Size 7, pretty dope. Next thing out, this one is a Nike SB box, and it is a Dunk Low Pro in a size 10.5. And this is actually a shoe I've not ever seen in my life before. It's kind of like a bread colorway, but on a Dunk SB, which is very strange. I kind of like it, man. It's not a bad shoe. The leather does look pretty cheap. It's nothing spectacular on here. And it also, the swoosh over here looks like felt, so that's interesting. But in terms of the colorway, I mean, you can't go wrong with that black and red. Dude, this honestly might be brand new too. I don't see anything wrong with this at all. And there, again, there's no sock lint on the insole. But what that note was saying is that there is a little bit of yellowing on this shoe. And I can kind of see it right here. You can kind of maybe zoom in on that. Check that out. There's some yellowing on the midsole. But other than that, I think this one is brand new. You know, this is not bad. Maybe I should consider keeping this. Size 10.5. It's an interesting one. Okay, next out, let's grab this one. Dude, there's a lot of notes on these boxes so far. No OG insoles. Check that out. No OG insoles. Nike Dunk Low size 9. Oh, wow. And these are a pair of the ceramics. These are actually really nice. A replacement insole, so that's interesting. Because these are so new, I'm surprised surprised that they're missing the insoles, and I never understand why this happens, because when you think about it, why would you take out the insoles of a shoe unless you're trying to put in like walking correction kind of like insoles, or you know, special insoles because you have special kind of feet? Other than that, I don't know why they don't have insoles in them. That's always confusing to me. This is from the Ugly Duckling pack, I believe, and it is a ceramic, so the orange and green version. Really quality sneaker if you ask me. It doesn't look to be in bad condition at all. A little bit of dirt on the bottoms, but on the uppers looks perfectly fine. Some of the suede is a little bit worn down over here because when you wear jeans and it rubs against the suede, it will kind of wear down at that. So that's a little bit of a defect. Other than that, very, very solid condition. And I'm also happy that, you know, Sole Supremacy is putting these notes on the boxes now. That is really dope. It does help a lot when you're trying to sell these. Makes it very, very fast to like figure out what's going on, how to list it on Goat app or eBay or wherever you want to put it, and then just get it out the door. All right, so we got 3 shoes left. This is a Jordan box that I don't see very often. Kind of like a snakeskin pattern on here. Jordan 11, size 13, and I'm assuming, yep, so we said snakeskin pattern, and then we get this one, the Jordan 11 snakeskins. This is actually a very, very nice shoe. I remember getting these in a couple boxes a while back, and I was always blown away at like the quality of materials on this one, and I always wonder why more people don't use these, because check this thing out. It's a very nice shoe, guys. Jordan 11, so a very great model. The lows, I'm not a big fan of the low versions. I like the highs, but this thing, it goes hard, man. And you can see that snakeskin pattern over here instead of the patent leather. Definitely stands out a lot on this shoe, but the leather and stuff is high quality on this too. Very, very good. And the bottom's definitely dirty, but nothing too crazy on this. So this is a very nice shoe to see. I do like the uniqueness of the box. The uniqueness of the shoe is very nice as well. 2 shoes left in here. I'll save that last box there. This one is a Jordan 1 though, in a size 9.5, and it's a KO. So not a regular Jordan 1, it's a KO version. Okay, and we have not a bad colorway. This is the Jordan 1 High KOs in the bread colorway. So basically like a bread, but not really a bread. This one is also a completely different materials. That's how the KOs go. And it looks to be in worn condition. You know, maybe a 7 out of 10, because look at that creasing over here. That's pretty heavy creasing. There's a good amount of star loss over the top. Heel drag, pretty good amount of heel drag too. So this is a very worn sneaker, but that's okay. Definitely will still have value just because of the colorway and because it is a Jordan 1. Irregardless if it's a high, if it's a low, if it's an AJKO, ones are still ones and they still fetch good pricing no matter what. And now we got the last shoe of the box over here. I saved this one because this is one of my favorite like sneaker boxes of all time now. The Nike SB in like the rainbow color box. Definitely one of the things about SBs is they're like characterized by like the box series that they come from. So you guys know the pink box era, the blue box era. There's a whole bunch of different like SBs that go in these like different eras and generations of SBs. But for some reason, I really like what's going on in the recent age of SBs, the resurgence with the rainbow boxes. So hopefully this is a good one. It is a Nike Dunk High in a size 6.5. Yo, this is a very interesting shoe. What the heck is this? Nike SB Atlas. So I guess this was a collab with Atlas. I do remember that collab actually happening, but I have never seen this shoe in person or like actually took a deep dive into what this collab was about. So we can kind of go over it together. It kind of reminds me of like the Nigel Sylvester kind of look, where it has a lot of like forced yellowing on the shoe. So this is supposed to be yellow, I'm guessing, over here. The laces are also looking like they're like dull yellow laces, and then also around the swoosh there's another tint of yellow. And the shoe itself, it looks to be like textured where the leather is like cracked. It's supposed to have like a vintage old feeling vibe. And also over here on the tongue, you guys can kind of see Nike SB Atlas. So Atlas is a sneaker shop, I believe, and this is a collaboration they did with them. Let me check out the other shoe, see if we got any other like quality stuff about this. The lace bags are attached. So it also comes with, I guess, blue laces and also red laces too. So definitely a dead stock sneaker. But like I said, I've not done like a lot of research on this one. It'll be interesting to see what they're worth. But I do think they're a good shoe. So that is actually it for this mystery box, $1,275. And I gotta say, these are the kinds of mystery boxes that I like. And you guys are gonna be surprised with this, but the reason why I like these boxes is because all of these shoes are like middle tier shoes, where middle tier shoes are the ones that can be afforded by the mass public, and that's the ones that are going in like the $200 to $300 range. Sometimes they're going for a little bit less than their retail price, or maybe they've been worn and they're still going for retail just because the hype is still there, or maybe they even went up in price a little bit. But whatever the reason is, this range of beater boxes, $900 to $1,300, I found the most success because they're middle tier shoes. That's why a lot of people can afford it. They sell really quickly on the website, whereas like the $5,000 boxes, if you have a pair of Jordan 1 Fragments, it's pretty hard to move that pair because not many people can afford a $3,000 plus shoe. I know these days I don't want to pay that much money for a sneaker anymore, so these are the ones that I look for a lot more, and I'm assuming that's the reason why people buy it on the web store so fast. So if you guys do want to copy any of these, again, head over to untiedahawaii.com. They are listed on the website over there. I honestly think this was a big success of a box. box. No super hype sneakers in here, but we kind of like those middling pairs. It should sell for a lot of money. Anyway, guys, that is it for this episode. I hope you guys did enjoy it. We will be back next week with another beater box, and this beater box is going to be one that we have not seen before, so I hope you guys stick around for that Friday episode. If you guys did enjoy this episode, though, don't forget to hit that like button before you guys leave. And as always, guys, until next time, stay humble, stay blessed, take care, and I will see you on the next episode. Aloha. Shoot!